Nearly a year on the road, all those miles, all those airports. It was time for something low impact. So off to Jamaica.
Me no want the girl come finger me.
You probably know of Jamaica as a vacation paradise, but it's worth mentioning this is a divided country and has been in one form or another since the days of slavery. There's a small minority who control most everything, and then there's the poorer, generally darker-skinned majority, less connected, left out. Jamaican cuisine, a lot of it, still reflects this conflicted history. Breadfruit, saltfish, this was slave food, cheap, long-lasting, filling, introduced basically as feed.
Bar, iron bar, and me no want no girl come a finger me.
And there are still, all these years later, two Jamaicas. There's the Jamaica that most Jamaicans live in, cook in, struggle to survive in. The real Jamaica. Then there's the Jamaica which you're probably more familiar with. But tourists have been coming to Jamaica for a long time, when this part of the island, particularly Port Antonio, threatened to become an international jet-set destination. Local legend has it that Errol Flynn was shipwrecked here on his yacht in 1947 and promptly fell in love with the place. Before Flynn, it had been an empire of bananas, a huge industry that later became United Fruit. Bananas went out, tourists came in. The banana business eventually went elsewhere, and when tourism shifted to the other side of the island with the construction of an airport at Montego Bay, well, that was pretty much it. The northeast coast was largely forgotten. It has the feel, still, of a forgotten paradise. There are those who believe that the area can come back, that it must come back, that the future is in hotels and resorts and restaurants for wealthy visitors, as it once was. Take this place, for instance. The Trident Hotel. Expensive, luxurious. Best of all, I'm the only guest. Oh, did I mention it comes with a castle? What kind of person would own a building like that? Who? Why? Then, this man arrived and kind of answered that question. All of this belongs to Michael Lee Chin, local boy turned billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, and my host. He's invited me for dinner.
That's some rum before we do some crabbing, yeah?
Right, yeah, that sounds like a plan. But first, we need crabs for that dinner, I'm told. Caught in the traditional style.
A lot of crab holes.
This time of year, Port Antonio is literally crawling with crabs, I'm told. It'll be really easy. Just scoop up the little bastards and then it's back to the pool. I'm frankly anxious to get this over with, so when the opportunity arises to stick my paw down into a hole where there's probably a pissed-off crab looking to clamp down on my pinky with his pincers, I could care less.
Nothing. No, nobody home.
What seems like several sweltering hours later, it's mission accomplished, and it's back to home base and time to get ready for dinner at the castle, followed by a party, I'm told.
You grew up in this
Yes.
in this area. What was Port Antonio like in the 50s?
Port Antonio was, it was vibrant, banana, lots of wealthy tourists. So Port Antonio was a happening place. It has not progressed out of the 50s.
It's had very little tourism in recent years.
Why isn't there lots of... Everybody loves reggae. Everybody loves Bob Marley. Everybody loves spicy, delicious Jamaican food. What's the problem?
Because you don't get off a plane and go 100 yards to an all-inclusive. There's no real lift here. You have to get here.
It's that simple?
It's as simple as a lift, and it's as simple as we're shrouded by the Blue Mountains, and it's an effort to get here. So it filters out certain forms of travelers. So we have to make it a little bit easier to get
I mean, you get
people
beat
here.
out by a lot of lame islands, let's face
No,
it.
totally.
Yeah. And even in Jamaica, lamer areas. For me, I say if someone says, oh, I've been to Jamaica and they haven't been to Port Antonio, I'm like, well, really, you didn't get a real feeling of Jamaica.
During World War II, British naval intelligence officer Ian Fleming came to Jamaica on a secret mission to investigate possible U-boat activity. Like the legendary character he would later create, he was a spy. The mission came to nothing, but Fleming fell immediately in love with the island and vowed to return, which he did, buying this place, GoldenEye. He spent much of the rest of his life here writing a book each year at this desk. You know those books. Today, Fleming's cottage has been enlarged and made more luxurious as a hotel, but the original house still stands, along with some improvements. The next day, I leave GoldenEye's luxurious embrace, headed into town for something, well, I just had to have. A long-time favorite.
What do we have here? Oh, oxtail.
Yeah, man, curry goat.
Oh, sweet.
I don't care whether it's the Bronx or Kingston or wherever I can get it. Oxtail, curried goat, callaloo, and of course, rice and pigeon peas. Got to have that.
Man, I love the food in this country.
Man, it's the best.
It's such a mix.
Asian.
African. A lot of people totally miss that. I mean, curry goat. That's,
Yeah, man. It's
that
Asian
comes
stuff.
from the East Indies, what they used to call.
That's true.
Chef Chris's cook shop has become something of a local institution, a thriving business in a town that's seen better days.
How long you been open here?
I've been opening this little shop for 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah, man.
The town changed in that time or stayed the same?
Well, right now, you know, our economy is not doing so good right now, so.
Why not? It's one of the most beautiful areas in the world.
Yeah, for real. We have a beautiful waterfront.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, beautiful ladies.
Fantastic food.
Yeah, what more could I ask for?
What do you think went wrong? I mean, why would people stop coming?
I guess the guys in the top seat messed it up, so they're trying to correct it now, you know?
It's expanding fast.
Yeah, it is.
The town.
It
And
is.
they're going to be building all the way,
Yeah, all the way down there.
all the way around.
Yeah, so.
So that's thousands of tourists.
Yeah, thousands
right?
of
Probably.
tourists. To be honest, I'm waiting for that moment. I don't want to think. We really need that, you know, because this town was dying fast and real fast. So Chris Blackwell came back and now he's booming the town. So it's a good step in the right direction.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. See, now I'm happy. That is just beautiful. Nice place to grow up?
It is.
What's it like being a kid?
My childhood days, I used to spend it at the beach.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who gets to do that?
Well, I guess only me and my friends.
But I mean, do you ever take it for granted? Like, do you ever get?
Yeah, we do.
You do?
We do. See, the thing about it, when we really need it, that's the time we can't have it, you know? Because a lot of our waterfronts have been gone, you know? We have very little right now. You know, it's okay. We have James Bond Beach like 10 minutes walk from here also, so at least we're one of the luckier ones.
It's inevitable, of course, that next door to GoldenEye, there would be a James Bond beach.
All of the Bond movies were conceptualized and written here.
When Blackwell heard I wanted to visit the local fishermen, he hooked me up with his good friend Carl to accompany me. I'm here to hit Dr. Ho's, a local rum bar where one can indulge in a typical hard-working fisherman's breakfast. Rum. Orcabessa is a fishing village, for now at least. All throughout the Caribbean, fish stocks are in decline, and making a living from the sea is getting harder and harder.
So right here, it's actually become a fishing sanctuary. We're trying to now revive the fish stock around the island.
So if this becomes a protected sanctuary, what are you going to do for it?
Yeah, so they have to go further out to sea for deep sea fishing.
That means more gas?
More gas, more economic condition, less fish. So it's a strain, right?
Is there a future for the traditional fishing industry in Jamaica, or do you think, like every place else in the Caribbean, is it going to end up an entirely tourist economy?
It's going to belong to the tourists.
This
place here, because I can tell you something. I live just up the road, lovely spot, which is on the coast, just like Chris Blackwell, and they're going to tell me that I cannot fish in it.
Here's what I'm kind of getting at. Rich people want to live what they see as a simple life. In their minds, they want to live the life of a Jamaican fisherman. So they want to live the life of somebody who doesn't have a lot of money.
I read a piece of paper a couple months ago that's going on down here, right? The native here don't have no beach in a few months' time.
This architect's model sits in one of GoldenEye's offices, showing what Orocabesa's coastline will look like if all goes according to plan.
They're gonna have an ID to come inside here.
We don't care about truth, man. We kill people for truth.
No, I'm telling the truth.
I'm no expert on local politics, but whatever is going on here has clearly stirred up some strong emotions.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm talking.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, Chris.
Yo, let's stop talk.
Hold on.
Mr. Stop bomb talk, my brethren. Mr. Stop talk, my brethren. I don't want to hear no more of that. That's cool, man. That's cool, man. Just stop talk. Stop talk.
We gotta talk real.
All right, big man, stop talk. Why? Come here. Yeah. Go back.
Don't do that.
No, go sit down. No. To all the program work, you see me? We just kick back and cool. See me?
Sit down.
We can't expose yourself. See me?
Which is better? To be your own man, uphold family tradition in a dangerous, ever-shrinking, ever more difficult business, trying to catch fish in the sea, or carry a golf bag for a wealthy tourist? I couldn't tell you. I was in the service industry cooking people's food for most of my working life, so it's not like I have anything against it. But I don't know.
Who gets to live in paradise? It's Jamaica. Let's accept as a basic premise that this is about as close to paradise as it gets, right? This place I'm staying was built by a guy who lived here 2 months out of the year. That place down there, probably the same, 2 months a year. Sad to say, I think it's unlikely that 50 years from now, anyone but the extraordinarily fortunate, the extraordinarily connected, and the extraordinarily rich will be able to even look at a vista like this. Look, here I am, fully aware of the irony of this situation.
Later that evening, Blackwell invited me to his private bar, just down the cliff from Fleming's old villa.
There are very few pieces of land anywhere on Earth like this, especially with this kind of legendary status.
Legendary status, yes. It's Fleming, it's really Bond's birthplace.
Chris Blackwell is the founder of Island Records. He's credited with discovering Bob Marley and spreading the gospel of reggae into the mainstream all across the world.
To the extent that one person can sort of be responsible for the soundtrack of your life, you are responsible for much of the soundtrack of my life. You signed Roxy Music and Brian Eno, both, yes?
Yes.
Did you have any idea, signing Bob Marley, the extent to which his image alone would blow up to Che Guevara level?
But Bob somehow managed to touch people in every corner of the world, in different cultures, different societies. No, I never could have imagined. I don't think anybody could have imagined. It's so unbelievable.
Having sold Island Records for a sum rumored to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars, Blackwell spends his time, well, doing whatever he wants.
You have a number of hotel properties, rum business.
Mm-hmm.
What's the master plan? Or are you just having fun?
Well, always is to have fun. That's part of the master plan. You only live around here one time, so I'm very excited about here, what I'm doing here. I'm trying to break a little resort town. And it's something that filters into the town, filters into the parish, filters into the country.
Lately, the project at hand is the Oracabessa Fish Sanctuary, set up to protect the local fish habitat and breeding grounds. A noble cause, but one that has put Blackwell squarely at odds with some of his neighbors.
It seems to me
that most people who come to Jamaica pretty much stay within the compound, you know, sandals or whatever, and don't really get out there much.
It's a business model, and that business model works well for people. The market that I'm going for are the ones on the high level, in terms of a high cost level.
Is it an inevitability that basically all of the Caribbean, that it's essentially going to end up as a service economy?
Yes, I think mainly so, and then it's based on tourism. It's based on people visiting.
It's a tough balance. The engine that's going to preserve or save is often dependent on who's coming to look and what they're willing to pay to come and look. Can there be a balance, do you think? I mean, can a place this beautiful be unspoiled forever?
I think there could be a couple hundred places like this in Jamaica. As long as there are people who can go and spend some money in communities, go to a little restaurant, go to a little bar, go to, you know, shop. That's essential for Jamaica to really thrive.
What we're all looking for, isn't it? The perfect beach. Remote, uncluttered by douchery, cold local beer. Winifred's Beach is that beach. Mostly locals, a few clued-in visitors, white sand, clear, warm water. And of course, local food.
This is ackee, Jamaica favorite dish. Typically Jamaica, we use it as a breakfast.
Cynthia and Dennis run this place and come highly recommended. I'm told this is the spot for the classic, gotta have it or you ain't really been to Jamaica, ackee and saltfish. Salt cod, rehydrated and cooked with ackee, a local fruit that happens to be toxic if you don't handle it right.
Now they say best ackee and saltfish
in Jamaica.
Anywhere.
And yeah, also some banana.
Delicious.
That is delicious.
Yeah.
Cynthia's friends Joy and Marjorie also have little restaurants or food stalls on the beach, and they tell me that here too it's in danger of redevelopment, that all this might disappear.
The beach was left to give the poor people of Jamaica.
So the government takes it over supposedly to make it a public space, but they want to sell it to a hotel group?
Yeah, they want to make like a resort.
There are a lot of islands in the Caribbean where you're not allowed to own a beach, meaning all beaches are public. Even if it's a really exclusive hotel, at least theoretically, anybody can go.
Right.
Here it's different. Here, if you can buy a house and the beach, you can. If you're a hotel, you can make it a private beach, meaning they don't let the locals on or vendors or anything. They can keep people out.
Right.
So how many public access beaches are there in this area? Just one.
This one.
And that's it.
No more.
I
No
think
more beach.
we have other beaches around, you know. We have like Blue Lagoon, which is a private beach. Dragon Bay, private. And Sansan is private. So this is the only public one, you know?
Yeah, what happens if, I mean, that would be sort of ridiculous if Jamaicans can't go to the beach in Jamaica.
Exactly.
There are two sides to every story, of course, and the government, for its part, claims locals will still have access to their beach.
We don't trust them, so we do not believe what they said. So we, the people, we are in court with the government because we do not want them to take away the one and only beach that we have in Jamaica, Portland.
What do you think your chances are? You think your chances are good?
Yes.
You're going to win?
Yes. I've been fighting over 7 years.
Trust in the Lord.
7 years?
7 years.
in the Lord.
And I said I'm going to fight until I reach the top. If when I reach the top and I lose, I feel much better. But I'm not giving up.
Let's face it, there are only so many beaches in this world. Even fewer unspoiled beaches, and even fewer beaches like this.
And I hope that the world can see what is going on at Winifred Beach.
Right.
And that they can come out and enjoy the beauty of the beach, the nature of the beach, the people, and the love
Right.
of the beach.
Next day, and I know where I'm going.
Run among boom, gone abroad.
Because you never know. Because it may not be here that much longer. Not like this, anyway.
Know your name. Among
sun, sand, rum, and ting. And some more food.
I'm not going hungry today. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm so excited. That is actually quite delicious. You're not missing out on starches. When you get yam, plantain, breadfruit, rice, peas, corn, carrots, dumpling, festival. These ladies can cook.
Point being, the way the world turns, the inevitable grind of history seems to indicate that places like this and people like this get plowed under, pushed aside, paved over. Who owns paradise after all? Who in the end gets to own paradise, use paradise, or even visit it? That's a question that's probably worth paying attention to before there's none left at all.